Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Ashcraft. If you are new here, you can find me on Instagram at that same name. I will have everything linked and spelled down below in the description box. This is my Flosstube channel where I talk about all things cross stitch and anything else I feel like. Today is episode 48. Today's date is November 18th for 2 more hours. Let's see. I did take a little bit of a longer break in between my last video. I had every intention of filming that next week because I do weekly videos, but my kids ended up sick and then I ended up sick. And then last week I felt better, and I really wanted to do a video because my mom was here, but my voice was still, I was still coughing a lot, and I felt like when I was talking, I was really straining to talk. So eventually, my throat would start hurting, and then I was just coughing. So even though I felt fine, talking was rough. So I was like, I'm just going to give it another week, and I'm sure I'll be better by then, and I am. Nothing too eventful has gone on over the last couple weeks. I did go to Mammoth on a work trip, so I had 3 or 4 hours of stitching in a hotel room by myself while, what did I watch? Oh, there was a castle marathon. Did anybody watch that show with Nathan Fillion? Oh my gosh, that is one of my favorite TV shows that has ever been on TV, and I think it was recently added to Hulu, but I don't have Hulu, so I don't watch it. So when I saw it was on a marathon, I was so excited. But I only have a little bit of stitching to show you. I stitched that night in the hotel room, and then I stitched some this week. And then I did do an FFO, and I have already sent it off to its recipient. And once that person receives it, it's currently in the universe of USPS, but once that person receives it, then I will share photos of it on my Instagram. I'm very excited for that person to receive it. I did a smalls exchange with some other Flosstubers, and it was arranged by Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. So some people have started getting theirs already. But the one I sent is in La La Land. The one coming to me is in La La Land. So, but I'm so excited because the person I got is somebody that I absolutely love. So, I can't show you that, but I can show you what I have been working on. Before we get to that, I have pulled out some Christmas decorations, tree, mug, so I've pulled out a couple of previous finishes that I did last year. I think my favorite one, hands down, is my Santa by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This guy was in the Just Cross Stitch Magazine 2020 Ornament edition. It's on a little mini charcuterie board. It's using all the called for floss and then just some fabric that I had, but I absolutely love him. And then to go along with him, I also have Mrs. Claus, and I love her too. She is on a gray gingham, but I used all the called for floss. I typically put her in my kitchen. I think I'm going to put her somewhere else this year. So here are my previous finishes from last year. I think they're just so cute together, and I am hoping to do and finish maybe the snowman that came out in the August Just Cross Stitch magazine of 2020. It was like a preview. She came out on their Etsy just as like a standalone PDF. I actually won the PDF during Michelle Bendy's each day she did a unboxing of whatever advents she had. and she did a giveaway each day, and I happened to win this one. So this is, I just love her, and I love the shading on her because it's purple. I think that is so cool, and it looks so good. And I mean, I talk about all the time, Autumn Lane Stitchery, one of my favorites. Aaron's designs are fantastic. His color theory is fantastic. If you've never done one of their patterns, I highly recommend their little small guys that they do. They have these two. They have the snowman. They have a Valentine's gnome, a leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day, a bunny for Easter. I want to say they have like an Uncle Sam type of dude for 4th of July. Not 100% positive of that one. But I love these little guys. And right now, Erin is doing this like series of smalls based on Christmas songs, and they're absolutely adorable. There's a snowman last week. There's a Santa today. So I really like those, and I think I'm going to put those on my list for next year to do those. Okay, so I have my little longer burger basket, but I'm not going to show you because then you'll be a little spoiled of some of the things I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this so you can't see everything. Okay, so I decided to bring the Lucky Nutcracker from Caterpillar Cross Stitch with me to Mammoth. I don't have a picture of what it's supposed to look like, but I'm still working on this tree. This tree is a beast, man. Like, I have 2 more sections. So I have I have this, because I'm on the ground, my whole setup is a little wonky. So I'm trying to, hopefully you got the gist. So I have a light green section here, and then the dark green top of the tree left. And then I will move on to the next parts. And has the last part come out yet? I don't think the last part has come out yet. I think that comes out in like the next few weeks. Maybe. But this was an easy one to bring with me because I really didn't need to look at my pattern. It was an easy one to do while watching TV. I am using primarily Forbidden Fiber floss with a few color and cottons thrown in there. And so there's no way this is going to get done this year, which is fine. It's fine. It's all fine. And then my needle minder is from the Frosted Pumpkins, and their needle minder sale is coming up. They do a needle minder sale every year for Black Friday, and I think they do it on Black Friday. I don't think they wait till Cyber Monday. I think it's Black Friday with all the craziness. So yes. And then this fabric is a 32 count. Neptune is the name. It's an opalescent, and it's by Be Stitch Me. You can see the shininess. I think this is like the perfect fabric for this. I absolutely love it. And then the other thing that I stitched on, I have it in my Gilmore Girls bag that came with the Forbidden Fiber Gilmore Girls box. So this week was an emotional week for me because it was the 5-year anniversary of my dad passing away unexpectedly. I had to go back and find the video where I talked about it, and it was earlier this spring in April, which is when his birthday is, and I started this pattern. I talked a little bit about that, about him and how he died, and just kind of that whole year. It was just a really rough year because I was also pregnant and in law school, and then I graduated law school and took the bar exam at 9 months pregnant, and then I passed the bar on the 1-year anniversary of his death. So this week is just a very emotional week. And it's kind of a 2-day thing for me because on the 16th was the day that he died, but I didn't find out until the 17th because he lived alone. So nobody knew until somebody went to his house on the 17th. The 16th is also my husband and I's wedding anniversary. So this year we celebrated 3 years. And then the 17th is also the anniversary of me finding out I passed the bar, which was 4 years this year. So it's like 2 days of just a lot of emotions. So I decided to pull out, for that reason, my When Life is Done by Silver Creek Samplers, which I am stitching in honor of my dad. And so I also decided that whenever I stitch on this, I have to watch a movie that we used to watch together. So this week when I stitched on it, I watched the first Home Alone movie, and then I watched the first Zorro movie with Antonio Banderas. That beautiful man. So this, yes. So here is where I'm at. The last time you saw it, I had this done. So this, the branches with the little cardinal. And so I've just started working on the words. I felt like I could kind of go anywhere. Like I could move on to the girl, or I could move on to the words, or I could do the grass. But I decided, because I was really struggling emotionally, that I thought the easiest thing for me to do would be the words. So Your Memories Will is what I have. And I am just stitching this from Stash. I bought this fabric from Shannon Bromo's D-Stash, I want to say. Yes. So this is it doesn't look like a 14. That looks a little bit smaller. I think this is a 16 count. Yeah, it looks about right. This is a 16 count. French Country Rain. And then the floss, I'm just compiling a list, and at the end I will let you know what I'm using, because I'm just stitching everything from Stash. But the color for the words is the same color as the branch. I thought about changing the words, because the pattern does have the branch and the words as the same color. So I thought about changing it to something a little bit different, but I was like, I actually kind of like the brown words. So not too much progress. I just, but because my stitchy bug is just slowly coming back, this is a good amount of progress for me. So I think I will probably keep this out for a little bit longer, because I was really enjoying stitching on this despite all the emotions. So I'll probably continue working on it over the next week, and we will see how far I get. But the nice thing that I like about words is that they go pretty quickly, so I feel like I'm getting a lot done, Spode is also a big deal in my family, and we have like original sets from England that my grandma brought over, and so we have over the years added more Spode to our collection. But I always look forward every year when I pull out all my Christmas stuff, pulling out my Spode mugs, because I love drinking out of them. So that's all the stitching I have to show you. I have some stuff that I purchased and received. Okay, what's the first thing that I want to show? We'll do this one real quick. So Allison Rosen, who is the creative woman behind It's Charm School, she was having a D-Stash sale, and she had a ton of floss. And at first I was like, girl, you don't need floss. Like, you don't need it. And then I said, yeah, I do. So this is actually a ring. Whoop, there we go. An Alice in Wonderland ring from It's Charm School by Allison Rosen. So I got 4 packs of floss. I primarily got Victorian Motto. There's a few color and cottons in here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But she did, she showed obviously what each of them were. So I tried to pick, because I really like Victorian Motto floss, I tried to pick packs that were either all Victorian Motto or mostly Victorian Motto, with some color and cotton. There's a lot, so I'm not going to go through them. But I have just some nice neutrals. I got a pack of like purples, which is why there's a lot of purples in here. There's a few greens. So I thought this was really great and a nice addition to my floss collection, my fancy floss collection that I'm trying to build up. And then I also bought a pack. I thought I was done. Oh, one of these packs came with this, which is Chameleon. And I looked them up. I think they're oh, no, maybe not. This says hand-dyed by Chameleon Threads in South Africa. I thought it was Australia, but it's South Africa. And so this, I'm really excited to try it. It's like a rainbow. Let me see if I can. It's like a rainbow floss. It's really beautiful. So I'm excited to try that. Then she also did like a separate listing for bundles of cottage garden threads. And I have been wanting to try these. It's very difficult to find them in the US because they're an Australian company. And so you basically have to special order them through an LNS or an ONS. But she was doing like packs of 3 and packs of 5. And at first I was going to get a couple packs of 3. And then I saw the listing for the pack of 5. So I'm like, I'm just going to do that instead. So, and it was a mystery pack. So you just said how many packs you wanted, and then she picked out the floss and sent it to you. And she did a good job of picking out some floss for me. That is for sure. So these are the ones that she sent me. And so here is Frankie. So this is like purple with some pink and gold. Oh, I meant to look this up. Darn it. You guys will tell me in the comments. I know you will. So I have heard this pronounced 2 different ways. I've heard the most common U.S. pronunciation, which is Quebec. But I've also heard Quebec. So please somebody tell me in the comments how it's pronounced. But this is gorgeous. I absolutely love this gradient of the pink and white or cream to the deep blue. Absolutely stunning. And then this is Tea Rose. This one, at first when I saw it, I didn't think that there was any variegation to it. But there is. And Michelle showed this on her channel when she first got Cottage Garden Floss. And so the packaging, so this used to be up like this. The way that they did this packaging was you could pull out one side of it, and then you just stick it onto your floss ring. Of course that happened. Maybe we'll try again. We'll stick that back in there. That was a fail. Okay, this one is foxgloves. This is really cute. This is like pastel blue and purple. And then this last one is Bouquet. This is really pretty. This like gives me kind of Mardi Gras vibes. But you've got some purple and aqua and a little bit of like salmon in there. It's really pretty. So I have a ton of floss to add, and I just got, did I just get my shipping notification? I want to say I just got my shipping notification for my Color and Cotton Floss Club of the month. So I was like, floss overload. Okay, what else is in here? We'll do this next. Okay, so last week I got a text from my friend Dawn, and a little while ago I put out an Instagram story that I was looking for more of these because I found this one at Joann and I bought this one, and then it was like I could never find it again, and they're out of stock everywhere. I can't find them at Joann's, Walmart, Target, Michael's, nowhere. So I had all of my fancy floss stuffed in here, and I really liked this organization thing for fancy floss. I first heard about this from Nell from my Little Yellow House Crafts. So I got a text from Dawn because I knew, because I had one when I was in college, I knew that they did these for holidays. The one I had was for Halloween. So the top of it was orange with a black handle, and then these were clear. And I would check, every time I went to the store, I would check the holiday section for Christmas to see if they would have them. And that's what Nell had too, is she has the holiday ones. So I get a text from Dawn saying, look what I found at Joann's. So she was like, do you want me to get you one? Do you want to look at your store? Like, let me know what you want to do. And I was like, Mom, we are going to Joann's. And I found them. So this one comes with 4 containers, whereas the normal regular Snapware comes with 2 containers and then a smaller 3rd container. So I have them separated by color. I'm debating buying another one of these because this bottom one has brown, gray, black, and white in it, which I feel like might get a little chaotic. So I have all my fancy floss sorted out in these. I also combined orange and yellow because I really didn't have a lot of that. Red and pink was an obvious combination. Green, blue, and purple are all by themselves. Can you tell that I like blue? Can you tell? I don't think you can. And then in the top smaller one, I have some like kind of anomalies, ones that I don't really want to stick with everybody else. So I have like my almond M&Ms little nuggets. I have my Dinky Dyes from the Halloween Ghosty by Top Knot. And then I have my like super heavily variegated Forbidden Fibers that you really can't stick in one color. So I have those up there. You know what? I'm just going to stick all my cottage gardens, my chameleon up there. Might as well. So I'm really excited that I was able to find them. And the nice thing is, because these are all the same size, I can take off the top on the Christmas one, and I can stick this entire thing on top, snap it in, and I got one big old thing. And I can just carry this around. So I keep going back and forth on whether I like having it as one tall thing like this, or if I like it separated. I don't think it really matters, honestly. It'll just depend on when I actually make room for it in my closet where all my stitchy stuff is, what actually works for that space. But I'm very, very excited about that. The last thing that I bought, so Sarah from Stitchy Sarah Reads. She, her mom and her sister have an Etsy store where they sell plants and project bags. She showed this on her channel, and I was like, ho, 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 I'm a stock that Etsy shop because I need this. Like, one of my favorite things in life, and I think I've mentioned this before, one of my favorite things in life of all time is the Nutcracker Ballet. It is the reason why I'm doing the Lucky Nutcracker by Caterpillar. And Sarah also loves the Nutcracker. And so her mom made this project bag. Look, it's the ballet. I will have their shop linked down below. It's Painted Leaf Co. Which this little guy right there. So I had every intention of purchasing this bag. And I got on there when the sale started. And the one Sarah has a white with snowflakes on the inside, and her mom changed it because she didn't think it popped enough. I think the red is just absolutely fabulous. It's beautiful. So I logged on when they went on for sale. I had set an alarm. I had marked it in my calendar because she announces it on Instagram and shows a preview. So I get on there and I see they have this size. They have a bigger size, and then they also have a Notions bag, which I always thought. And this is my first one, an Ort catcher. How awesome! So I got the whole set. I couldn't not do it. So I keep everything in here, all my floss in here, and then it fits perfectly inside there, and then I stick my fabric. I love it, and I have to keep it hidden from Amelia because now this Christmas she has become obsessed with the Nutcracker as well. I have several, because I love it so much, I have several versions of the story, like in storybook form. We read one of them every single night. She has her own Nutcracker now. I'm going to do her room. She just has like one shelf that's high up that I put some decorations on. I'm going to take all that off and I'm going to make it all Nutcracker stuff. So she loves Nutcracker, and if she sees this, she's going to steal it from me. So I keep it away from her. So the last thing that I received, I actually received it today in the mail. Probably came sooner, but I haven't checked my mail in a while, I realized. When I pulled it out this morning, it was like a huge stack. So one of my followers, Julie, who I've become friends with, she messaged me and said that she created floss drops for, I think it's Michelle, Mama Loves You GB, facilitated like a floss drop exchange of some kind. I'm super behind on Flosstube, but this is what I'm gathering is what is going on here. So she messaged me and said, "Can I send you some floss drops?" And I was like, "Sure." Like, but I don't have any floss drops to send you. I haven't made any. And she's like, "No. I just want to send you some floss drops." And I was like, "Okay, all right, sure." How nice. First of all, she lives in the Netherlands. That's really awesome. It's like, I want to live there. I want to visit. She sent me the sweetest note, and she reminded me she's from Centerville, Ohio. And I was like, yes, I knew it, because I talked about Bill's Donuts in a video one time, and I remember her comment talking about it. Yes, but she just, the cutest little note. And she sent me this, quite a few of her floss drops. And at first I was like, oh, how interesting. But so I'm going to punch the holes myself. But they're all the same. I got a little stack. And this is Julie Manette with Cat by Pierre-Auguste Renoir. And the only reason I know how to pronounce that is because of Gilmore Girls. But I think this is so cute. This is so cute. And she kind of looks like me as a child. And then on the back, she has the painting. She has herself. And then she has brand and color. I love this. Thank you, Julie, so much. I'm so excited. And because it's Renoir, I think I'm going to have to pair it with my Gilmore Girls pattern from Black Needle Society. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm excited. I have to go pull out my hole punch to do these, and I'm so excited. So thank you. That was like the sweetest thing. Just, you know, after a long week, a very emotional week, today was a very interesting day at work. It was very nice to come home to this. It was very sweet. So thank you. Okay, in my last video, I had a giveaway. And I was giving away this guy, Meet Jack. And I did pull the winner right before. And that is Zoe Aaron. So I'm going to look and see if you filled out my Google Doc. I don't have it on my phone. But I think it's super cute. Her neck, so my buzzword was Halloween. What your plans are for Halloween. And she said she was going to be hanging out with her nephew, who's going to be Lightning McQueen, or was Lightning McQueen, because we are well after Halloween, my friends. But that is super adorable. We watch Cars every day, if not every other day, because that is currently Jackson's favorite movie. Oh man, he's obsessed with Cars. So congratulations, Zoe. I've seen it both ways, where just without the Y. So, and then I'm gonna do a giveaway because we are in November, and I've been saving this one. Okay, this is November Harvest by Stony Creek. It's a cute little small. This is super cute. I'm going to end this because I'm sure next week, because I will be home for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and so will my kids, I'm sure my timing on my next video for next week is going to be maybe a little wonky. I'm going to end this on Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving, the end of Thanksgiving, so midnight, which is what? So 11:59 p.m. There we go. 11:59 p.m. on Thursday. I don't know what date that is. Let me look. I don't know what day today is. The 25th. So the 25th of November, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in the U.S. Open to anybody, international or you know, whatever, totally fine. And let's use the word thankful. I want to know what you're thankful for this year. What am I thankful for? The fact that I couldn't come up with anything. I'm joking. What am I thankful? I mean, obviously, I'm thankful for my family, for this just hectic season of life we're going through with his work schedule. I'm very thankful for my mom, you know, and her willingness to come help out. You know, when I went on my work trip to Mammoth, she came and she watched the kids and she was with them while Brett was at work at night. I'm thankful for all of you guys, honestly, really, because when I stopped making videos, a lot of you were like, girl, you okay? Because I've never gone 3 weeks. 2 is like my max. So to have 3 weeks breaks in a row was just a lot. But I'm thankful for all of you guys. You have made all of this just so fun to do, and a lot of you commented on my last video about losing my situ bug that, you know, it happens, and no, you know, you don't know why. It just happens, and it comes back when it wants to come back, and you just gotta wait it out. So I'm also very thankful for coffee. Y'all know. Like if you work and or you have small children, oh man, the amount of coffee I drink is a little rough. I'm trying to think if there's like anything like super specific that I am especially thankful for. I'm like looking around. I can't think of anything. I feel like my thankful stuff is so generic. I don't know. I haven't even thought about Thanksgiving. So in talking about Thanksgiving plans, my husband volunteered me again to make a Thanksgiving dinner for his team. And the nice thing is that this team is a lot smaller than the teams he's had in the past, because he's the overnight manager. So it's a smaller group. I think it's 18 people. So I think I got like a 17-pound turkey, and then somebody else is making a ham, and then I'm making a few other things. But I have, a few years ago, I made a 30-pound turkey, or some, like, give or take a few pounds, for like, I don't even know how many people. There were so many, and like, we were the main turkey, and then there was like tons of other stuff that was brought. And after that, I was just kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But because he's at a new store, he was like, we got to do this. And I was like, okay. But he just told me that it's on Tuesday, and I'm like, I got to pull my turkey out of the freezer, otherwise it's not going to be ready. So I had to make room for that in the fridge today. So that is what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday. Is making a full Thanksgiving dinner for 18 people. And because of that, I told him, I was like, so for our Thanksgiving, I don't want to make a turkey. I don't want to have to make 2 turkeys in a row. No, thank you. Not about that vibe. So I'm going to make a ham instead. And last Christmas, I made like a honey baked ham recipe in the crock pot. Fantastic. So I think I'm going to do that again. So next week is just going to be a lot of cooking and baking, because I'm also going to make pumpkin bread and probably some cookies. So next week is just a lot of food. Just a lot of food. Spread out throughout the whole week rather than concentrated on one day. But that's what I got going on. Another one of my cases is coming up on trial. You can tell how thrilled I am. Yeah. So, if you want to enter this week's giveaway, use the word thankful. And this will close on the 25th on Thanksgiving at midnight. So that is all I have for you. And I don't even know what time it is. 10:45. And I'm at 40 minutes. Perfect. So yes, I will see you all next week. I don't plan on making this whole break situation a regular thing. Also, I should be receiving my Nice List Black Needle Society box tomorrow, this weekend. It says tomorrow, but it also was in San Francisco today, which is unusual because normally my stuff goes through Sacramento. So I'm hoping it comes tomorrow, but I'm not holding my breath. But I'm very excited for the Nice List. For Black Needle Society, I'm going to do daily videos. Very excited about that. They are also doing orders. Is it? The next, okay, hang on. Black Needle Society. So there's a box on sale. But is it? Okay. Murder Mystery is already closed. That closed at the end of October. I almost said August. In my brain, I was thinking August, and I said that is definitely not right. So I got the Murder Mystery box. Very excited about that. If you are a subscriber, there is a box on sale right now, which is the Happy Hour Stitching, which is a box in collaboration with Two Martini Stitcher. That'll be my first rep box. Very excited for that as well. And I will have all that information down below. If you are if you just got pulled off the waiting list and you are able to subscribe, use my code. If you're doing a month-to-month, not a month-to-month, but like, you know, one box at a time situation. If you are doing a more than one box at a time, so if you're doing like the 3 boxes or 6 boxes subscription, my code doesn't work on that. So yeah, that's everything. Very excited for the next couple weeks. I'm going to be working on slowly working on some more stitching. And then sometime in December, probably that week in between Christmas and New Year's, I will do a whip parade and talk about my plans for 2022, because I'm going to be bold, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to try something new. Yeah, we'll see how long I stick to it. So much confidence in myself. So I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you next week.